Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be more like a vlog. I don't do daily vlogs, as you know, so I'm just going to be talking about what's sort of going on at the moment. So I wanted to cover a couple of things. First of all, I did a video a few weeks ago on basically, can I survive, can I cope without a smartphone? I did start to film my week. Ran into loads of difficulties with the phones, not being able to receive basic texts, which I was expecting from various companies. Ended up by going to try different smartphones or different basic dumb phones. And texting was one of the major problems I was really struggling with. People wanted to send me a text and the phone is so old it didn't understand a lot of the characters. And I did run into a lot of difficulties with it. So my conclusion was, and it lasted 3 days before I actually went back to my smartphone, I'll be honest. And the conclusion I came to was that you can't survive because no one else uses old technology. So if everyone else used old, then you could do it no problem, all right? It would work. But because other people who will automatically send you a text once they've got your phone number, like companies and businesses, they'll just text you details whether you want a text or not, and your phone can't cope with that. And when you're on the way to a meeting and they're texting you stuff through and you've got no way of reading that text, you don't get the updates of a venue change or a time change or something. So that was one of the biggest problems I had. So like I say, it lasted a few days and then I went back to my smartphone. I have cut back on a lot of features on my smartphone. I don't use it quite as much. Cut back a lot on social media, which is a good thing. But the only problem is, like the YouTube channel, a lot of my subscribers and a lot of people who I would send links to were via Facebook. So I don't have that avenue to follow anymore. So I literally just rely on people finding my videos rather than being able to sort of, like, you know, send people links via Facebook and stuff. But either way, I'm happy. Things are going good. So that was that video. Like I said, I did start filming incidents where I was struggling with the old phone. But the videos just weren't very exciting and it wasn't going to be enjoyable to watch. That kind of died his death. Right, next thing I did a video on a Gobag. So I entitled it was a fail because effectively it was a fail. It didn't serve the purpose because of various problems. So what I've done, I've improved the Gobag. I've made a few changes. I've even bought myself a new bag, a slightly bigger one, because the old one was just not big enough for the new things that I needed to go into it. So I'm going to be filming. It's a bit late. I did mean to do it a few weeks ago, but unfortunately I've been busy with other projects. So I've got the stuff ready and I'm going away on Friday, this Friday coming, for the day, meeting up with Lewis, Ringway Manchester. We're going to be going through this Gobag, radio Gobag, and we're going to be doing a lot of tests using network radios. A lot of this is going to be included on Lewis's channel as well, Ringway Manchester. So we'll be going through a few different products for his channel, but ultimately he'll be helping me go through this. As you can see, it is a lot bigger than my last radio Gobag, but it's a lot more effective, and I think you're going to be quite excited about some of the products you're going to see in here. This is going to make a really good video and I'm looking forward to doing this. In a way, it's better that we're waiting for Lewis because I could do with a helping hand to go through it. So that's going to be a really good video. Looking forward to that. That's going to be filmed on Friday. It'll probably go live, the video, on Saturday night or Sunday night, one of those two. But keep an eye out for that. It's going to be really good. What else have I been doing? Right, you probably realise I've got a bit of a change of scenery in here. There's been a bit of a change in the shack. The last layout that I've always had of my shack was kind of thrown together. Wasn't very well organised, and it just felt very claustrophobic. Going to show you quickly now what I've got to make that better. Right then, so walking through the front door, straight away, before you'd probably notice that the bench would be straight in front of you where it is pointing. Now I'm utilising that wall instead. So basically the same sort of format. I've got my two benches stuck together. I've still got to work on the two monitors and the speakers. They need mounting properly. A little bit higher up, the speaker's going to be fastened underneath that shelf with the LEDs underneath it. That's going to be the next thing I need to do. But I've made a lot more use out of the wall for storage and stuff. So things are a lot better there. This is one of my lights I use for filming now. Gives me better light. Before I had an issue with lack of light. Made the videos quite dark, but now big improvements there. So soldering station, all my tools underneath, filing cabinets with radio equipment in, various leads. So that's that side. I didn't get around to moving these two little component drawer sets. Did mean to move them, but they ended up by just staying there. And to be honest, they will kind of work well. Bearing in mind I sit here anyway, so having them on my left hand side is not actually a bad place. So pleased with that. Top shelf, had a big sort out, big tidy up. Little project cases and project trays with things that I'm working on. Various little tools and a spare TV there. But basically this shelving unit here, this is where I keep some of my boxes for some of my radio gear. I don't like to throw boxes away, I like to keep hold of things. Making more use of the shelvings from my radios. So this is my everyday radio, which I use for comms to the house. Just a spare one there. And a few radios that I'm kind of working on, I'm going to be installing in cars pretty soon. Spare both ends. They are what they are. And then, yeah, this next drawer is where I keep a lot of my HF antennas, portable kits for HF work with my tuners and power supplies, leads, programming cables. No, that's not, sorry. This is separation kits for my radios. So separation kits and power cables, programming leads all in there. And then here be Cat5 cables and various other bits and bobs. Spare tools on the right hand side there, and then spare CCTV stuff just in that one. On this shelf, pretty much how it was before. Battery chargers, extension leads, spare cables, zip ties, screws, nuts, bolts, shrinking cable or shrink tubing, battery chargers, and then portable battery supplies down there. So not an awful lot has changed. This cabinet that was in the corner originally, utilised a lot better now with sprays, spray paint tins, a bit of welding stuff for plumbing, and then car care kit, and then those drawers, basic plumbing, iron hardware, anything that needs storing somewhere. So that's what we've got. So it's a lot better layout, and it gives me a much more open feeling here. Like I say, this wall, keeping this wall as clear as I have done, it just gives it a much bigger feel. And the important thing is to keep it tidy. That's definitely one of the things. If you just keep the place tidy and tidy up as you go and not hoard onto things, it's a lot easier to keep it straight. But there's a lot more space in here to be working on as well. So all in all, there's been quite a lot of improvements, a lot of changes. So that's what's been going on. That's probably why I've not got my videos done just yet, which I intended on doing a while ago. Because this took a while to do, and then once you start, it kind of stops you doing anything else. Right, okay, that's it then. That's my update done. So looking forward to Friday, like I say. Watch out for this weekend coming. Like I say, there'll be the Gobag part 2, and maybe a few other bits and bobs happening as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.